This is funny. I would think so. All right. I guess we're nesting right now. Sorry. Always dramatic. Anyway, welcome, Chef Warner. And I'm about to make a very simple dish today. It's one of the family favorites. I'm making soup for my mom, actually. This would be good for people who teeth are not in a good condition, because it's kind of soupy kind of situation. So that's where I'm heading at right now with my mom. Being 84 years old, and her teeth is about leaving her. So a lot of time when I make food, and make sure that I consider my mom also. So with the ginger, with this soup here, I have started 7 cups of hot water already, because I'm feeding big family, and I have a large size of gingers here that I'm going to be adding into the soup base here, because this ginger here would give our soup a very nice flavor and the beautiful aroma from the herbs. Fresh. All right. That's our soup base. I'm gonna go ahead and smash some of this garlic. Close your eye. It's flying all over. Anyway, on the meat, I'm gonna need this for the meat also. I'm gonna put April. What's going on with you out there, girl? Oh no, my dog. There's a few family members that the dog can't be friends with. I don't know what's going on with them. Either they don't like the dog, or the dog don't like the human. One of those combination, or whatever the relationship will happen to between the human and animals. Right. You're gonna put, sorry. I need to clean my throat really, really well. Okay, so I'll smash some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna use 5 cloves of garlic for a soup base. Because I'm big on garlic. This is gonna be for our fillings. No, it's gonna be our meat. Oh, look at the size of garlic. I got this from local supermarket. So I'm gonna use a whole bunch of this because we have some meats that we need to really marinate with to make it smell awesome and like those oriental aroma. I know it'd be flying all over, but I'll collect them later. How are we doing? Good to see all of you. I'm trying to keep this within an hour and a half cooking here. It's just very simple, so it shouldn't take too much time. Close your eyes. Boom. Do you know that there are different kind of garlic? There's kind of purple-ish and there's a white one. They all smell the same. I think the white one claimed that it was grown in China and the purple ones grow here in Mexico. I'm not sure, I'm just saying. All right, so I already have my meat chopped, okay, but the next thing I need to do is to combine some of this ingredient to our meat to make it smell so awesome. I need some cilantro and green onions. All these herbs and spices already washed and clean and ready to serve. So I'm gonna use about 3 stalks of green onions here. Yeah? I'm gonna close it so that way our soup base is boiling. So I'm gonna add a handful of cilantro. And we're gonna blend this with the meat. So you have option between pork meat, shrimps. I didn't add any shrimp today, so I'm having pork meat because I still have pork meat that I have to get rid of from the other day. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna blend this a little at a time, so that way my blender does not give up on me. Oh, I need some ginger first. I need some ginger in my meat. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so ginger is pretty easy. Careful, don't cut yourself. Careful, don't cut me. You know, things about ginger is that it rarely gets bad, okay? Because ginger itself, once you cut it, it heals itself, and it can last a long time. And if it lasts too long, then it starts to grow. And if you had a little ginger that grow out of it, then just put it in the backyard, let it grow, and harvest it in no time. Okay. Right, so we have green onions, cilantro, gingers. It's gonna go into our meatball. We're gonna create a little meatball for this soup, okay? Sorry. Right. Let's pull this aside. Oh. Okay, Oops, my bad. Girl, stop it. I'm gonna go ahead and add our garlic and ginger because it needs a little bit of time to process. gonna allow the soup to cook, to boil, to extract the flavor from the gingers and the garlic. My apology. It is running around. I think because of vibration. I have 7 cups of water boiling right now. That's what we're gonna be needing because the squash that I have is rather large, so I'm gonna cook plenty, so therefore there'll be left over so my mom can have it for later. Okay. Oh, darn it. I forgot to put my green herbs. Okay, our last grinding. My counter is clean. That's what I did last night. I spent hours cleaning this kitchen here. I have a lot of meat, so see if I will need all of it today. But the grandkids, they love the meatballs though. That's what they be eating, just a meatball. They won't eat the vegetables at all. They don't like the Asian vegetables. It's hard to get them to even eat American vegetables. Put it that way. Oh, where's my spatula? Okay, let's combine our ingredients. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of black peppers, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon, and I'm gonna do about 1 teaspoon of sugar. Just for flavor. And we're gonna mix this really well. It's starting to smell so good already. I have not even cooking yet. It's gonna be a very delicious soup with the Asian squid, and I'll show you how it looked like. So that way, if you wanted to make this soup, you could easily get one from at the Asian store, mainly from Asian store. But I got this one from the American store. Believe it or not, it's a little bit pricey, but and that cost me almost $9. It's not that expensive considered, but where it came from in Stockton, you can get like for $1 or $2 for that size. But as you know, like here in Las Vegas, it's not an agriculture community, so we don't have anything that fancy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some cooking oil to make my hands soft and so my soup is slowly boiling. It tastes awesome. I don't know, it didn't taste yet, but it smells awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and oil my finger with my hand, and I love it. when I'm doing something, it's a family unity here. So you want to get this size of meatball here, okay? Not too big, not too small, probably a big bite size. So you see that I'm gonna drop it in the soup here already that I have. I waited all morning, no one come down. As soon as I'm doing my videos, people want to join me. Thank you. It's beautiful, beautiful family. Okay. So we go ahead and drop it in the soup pot, on the pot here that I had gingers and what else? And smash garlic for the flavor. So what I'm doing right now is creating this little meatball for this soup here, okay? Just drop it in there and just let it cook. I had pork meat today, and if you don't eat pork, and then go ahead and do shrimp, tofu. If you're vegetarian, go ahead and do tofu and vegetables. And also, you can do from turkey meat or chicken meat, okay? Make sure that... My apology. The air conditioner was on, and I'm allergic to the dust that circulate around the house. So I want to make plenty of meatball because the kids gonna eat them like hot cake. And the only thing that they won't eat is probably the vegetables. I might add another cup of water because I think when I boil it too long, the water receded. And I started with 7 glasses of water. And then with this pork meat here, I combine black peppers, chicken bouillon, soy sauce, and gingers, garlic, and cilantro. So that should give us plenty of flavor. Okay. In this dish sense, I could have added the dry shrimps. It would taste very, very nice. But because the dry shrimp had strong pungent smell, sometimes my grandkids don't like the smell. So if I make it for myself, I would just add the dry shrimps just for the extra flavor. But because feeding the grandkids, so they picky. Unless I add the real fresh shrimp, and then yeah, they love the shrimp for real. Sorry, sniffly. Sorry, I have about half a pot of pork ball here, meatball. Thấy mà, mai thấy. Okay, that's done. Okay. So here we go. Meatballs are being boiled. Okay, I'm gonna add perhaps two more hot water, two more. Let me boil some water. So this is the Asian gourd. Okay, Thai call it fang, Cambodian call it talai, and American call it. They're trying to say Chinese gourd. Okay, let's go with the Chinese gourd. Okay, so that's what we're gonna make soup out of. So this here you can stir fry with, you can make soup with, and you can make sour soup with. So it's you have to be creative on this vegetable here. It has multi-function use for it. Okay. This is the $9 gourd here. In California, it would be about $1.50 the most. Maybe that's what I need to do, move back to California and have access to cheaper vegetable price. In Las Vegas, everything is expensive, especially the lemongrass. They go about what, $1 per stem. Let me rinse this quickly. While I do that, excuse me, let me get rid of the gum. Let me flavor our soup, okay? Because it needs to be flavored. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. 1, 2, and I'm probably gonna add some salt. I'm gonna do about 1 teaspoon of salt. This is the pink salt. It works as well. Okay. And then I'll sample it. If we need anything else, then we just add accordingly. Right? If we need more salt, we add more salt. Because each time I cook, I don't have the exact measurement because I cook for different sizes. Okay? All right. So the pork meat has been cooking for a while, so I can go ahead and sample it. So I have 7 cups already. I'm going to add 3 more to make 10. Because it's boiling water, it's boiled water, so it should boil quickly. I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of sugars just to get flavor. So I have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugars, 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon, 10 cups of water, and about 2 pounds of ground pork. And there. We're gonna add about 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I'm gonna add this half first, and I'll come back and finish the rest when I'm done cooking and see how spicy it is already. Because sometimes the grandkids are like, "That's too much, Grandma." I gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna do a little design on here, so let's cut it this way. It has some seeds. Okay, I wanted to do some nice design, so I brought this baby over and I thought I can do some cutting out of it. You know, it will be pretty design. Yeah. So I'm gonna let our pork meat cook for a little bit, so that way it will tenderize our meat. Okay. I think so. It's so pretty. I didn't do it thin because we needed that thickness for our soup. Okay. Oh, you need to see. I'm sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we use the cookie cutter as usual. And this part here, we're gonna use it also. We're just gonna cut it nicely. Because remember now, there's almost $10 worth of Chinese gourd, so we're not gonna waste any part of it. Okay, I think this part is a little bit too thick. I probably can make 2 out of this. How about that? Well, chef, you weren't very smart at all. All right, it's all right, it's stuck. Gotcha. Don't need to cry. I'll make it work. I promise you. It's just miscalculation. Now, we get one out first. Look how pretty that is. Look at it. Put this back in there. There you go. All right. Then we have all these pieces here. We just put it back in there. We're going to cook it also. Okay. And let's see if this is going to work. Evan? Evan? Yes. I still can hear you. All right. This is good. Just some cute ideas. All right. We are good. All right, so we have all these beautiful pieces here. Look at that, so adorable. Love it. Okay. Let me sample the meat, okay, and see if it's ready. It's been cooking for a while. It's ready to go. The meat is so tender. Let me find the thick pieces in first. Look at that, so cute. I love it. I love the creation. I think it's just amazing. Let me bring you over so you can see. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of our vegetables. I love this pot. It's almost get filled up. And the good thing about this pot is that you can have it for later. When it's cooling down, then just refrigerate it and warm it up as needed. So this is the meat. So tender. There's a tinge of ginger and cilantro and fresh garlic. It tastes so good. I'm going to add 1 more cup of water, so altogether would be 11 cups. Because I added the vegetables, so it needed to flow. You know what's needed? Color. It doesn't have the beautiful colors, but you know what? It don't matter. Okay, let me do something for the embellishment. Okay, this is half of the black peppers. I'm gonna leave it right here, and I might use that toward the end. For the embellishment, I will need the same thing. You know, Asian people use a lot of cilantro, mints, and chive, and what else? Scallions, you know, the green onions. That's because the way they prepare the food that make the food smell so awesome, taste so incredibly delicious, and that because they hoard it on fresh ingredients like that. And American, some said, oh, I don't like cilantro, I don't like mint. But a little bit know that cilantro, mint has all kind of health property. It had healing agent for many aches and pains, and who knows, maybe it's anti-aging, you know. That's why Asian people, they grow old gracefully. Maybe some of the thing that they add in the cooking have that anti-aging property. You never know, you know. I mean, just experience new food, new flavor. You know, don't be stuck with burger and hot dog and cheese and stuff like that. You know, explore your option for healthy eating, healthy living, cooking. Add more varieties of fruits and vegetables and mints and what else? Fresh herbs, you know. Don't be so traditional. Be authentic. Be wild. Be what's the word? Just, you know, I mean, learn it, appreciate it, eat it. Because after all the, I'm not saying white folk, but all the American food industry or pharmaceutical now found kalanga is good, found turmeric is good, found garlic, found ginger is good for them, you know. So they turn into a little tablet and sell for hundreds. Why in Asia we consume that every day? And American discover, oh yeah, there's this thing in coconut oil, so now they turn into this coconut product, coconut oil, coconut milk, coconut cream, coconut juice, coconut powder. You know, now that, you know, the Asian people born to consume all of this all their life, and they never know the value. We only know that that's what we have to offer, that's what we can consume, that's what we have available from the nature. So we never know that, you know, you can turn into a multi-million-dollar product and sell it to people who don't know anything about anything. So just like turmeric, for example, you know, I mean, in the American store you see like this much for $10, but in Asia we like, it's grown everywhere in the backyard, even in the wilderness too, you know, like the indigenous people, where they left their camp, they left a whole bunch of herbs and spices wherever they existed. So it never really big thing in the market. And then the kalanga, you know, the American had not used it yet because they haven't done research on it. Once they found out what kalangas are good for, then they're going to turn kalanga into like a multi-million-dollar project again, you know, like Asian people use that in the cooking every day. So whatever the Asian people use in the cooking now is in the American market. It's in the American pharmaceutical. Turn into a little tablet and turn into little cute bottles and container and sell for millions, you know. So that's the thing about us, is that we don't know enough. When we don't know enough, we think that nothing is good for anything. But then, yeah, but the gourd itself had that tenderness of sweetness into it, and I'm not gonna lie, it started to taste so good, and almost done. I mean, this is like the fastest cooking ever. You know, normally, and that just because the soup is so basic and it's so delicious also. So you can serve this with your regular rice if you want. You can serve it with your bread, or you can put pasta into it or noodles into it, you know, and make a pho base out of it, soup base out of it. So there's no right or wrong to eat this thing, as long as you know the values of this food, and you can eat it with rice, with bread, with crackers, whatever it is. Just have a bowl, you know. To me, I'm just have a bowl and just enjoyed it. But it's been so hot over here, having a bowl of soup, just like sitting on the top of Himalayan mountain with the hot lava, you know. And that's why making soup in summer is almost like senseless. But then because my mom health, and I'm trying to do this for her and make sure that she's comfortable with the food and she be able to chew and digest it in a way that is pleasing unto her, you know. Because when we're young, we can eat, we can chew, we can gullible anything that we can sunk our teeth in, right? But when they get older, we have to get sensitive to our senior parents. They eat smaller portion, you know. They eat, sometimes they forgot to eat, or sometimes they've forgotten that they just ate. Especially if they have dementia, they can get really confused and don't know when they ate. And when I dealt with my dad, there was a lot of issue. My dad had suffered dementia for years, and when he was at his final stage, it was so difficult, just like raising a baby, you know. But a man, he was a lot different than raising a baby, because raising a man, he's big, he stink. I mean, you got to have the love to do that. You don't have the love, a lot of people just deserted your parent in a convalescent or in a retirement home or or in a nursing home, wherever it's convenient for the parents or for the kids. Or for me, I took it hard. I spent 16 years taking care of my dad, and he had stroke and never walked for 16 years, never able to get up and move around, but he scooted himself around though. But he finally he got his arm to mobilize, so but he can strike. Oh man, yeah, this time that he struck me, my mom used to get so upset with him and curse him out and say, "Oh, what'd you do that for?" You know, and so my mom, she's good about taking care of dad. She's able to produce meal and just give it to him, but she won't do any other thing for him. She won't clean him. She won't feed him. She won't do any other thing. They're separate. Yeah, for 16 years I did that for my dad, complete personal care. Even I travel with my dad too, because I don't have anybody to come in to take care of him. If we leave him with my mom too long, and she get irritating and tired out easily. So but now I miss my dad. He's been gone for 5-6 years now. Six good years. Yeah, in October will be 6 years. So I miss him, though I understand that the milestone of human existing and mortality, immortality, come in between. So when you lose a family member, just remember that it's just cycle of life. Sometimes God put timeline to it, whether to live to be 130, to be 80, to be 90, to be 1, or to be just pop out of the womb and be fatal. So we never know what we really are here for. So death to me is a normal transition to another side of the rainbows. So, and that was hoping for my dad also. So when my dad was really critically ill, he can't talk, but then he made the most incredible statement, saying that, "Daughter, can you drive me to Thailand?" Dad, they have not made freeway across the Pacific, across Atlantic, there's no bridge, there's no road driving to Asia. Dad, is that drive me to Asia? I used to laugh about it, but then I know that his spirit is that he wants to return home to his homeland in Thailand. So he keep doing that. Sometimes he'll sneak out the back door. He scoot around. He can't walk, but he know how to scoot around. And at the time when I have to take some part-time job, because I couldn't survive on the money that was taking care of him, so I have to take a part-time job, and I'll be teaching health class and contract with St. Joseph doing the health class, and so I was gone for a few hours a day, and when I come back, Dad was missing. So yeah, he make it to the big road on his butt, scooting around, and I have to go look for him, and he refused to come home. I have to call for help, and he won't let me near him. He'd be striking because he don't want to come home. So I have to get some good friend who can really soft talking to him, because he's so used to being around me. He's strike, but he'll be mindful of other people. Isn't that true? When you're the one that take care of him, and that when he in his cantankerous mode, he'd be like, "Don't take me," he'd be kidding. And we have this sweet friend who was a good friend of the family, and she's the sweetest spirit. She said, "Oh, no." So she'd be like spending 10, 15, 30 minutes, talking to him, softening him, and rubbing him and assure him that it's okay, let's go home. Vanna will take you to Cambodia soon, lying. So when he died, I have him cremated it, and was able to take him home to his parents in Thailand. And then the family pitched in, and we built the stupa, the mausoleum, where we put the remains of other family members, his parents, his sisters, his siblings, those who passed away remains into the stupa. It was a nice size stupa. It was quite expensive too. It's lavishing. So they call it Spirit Castle. So with that, I think he's happy. I have dreamt of him only one time after he departed. So still miss the old man, till this day. But I'm just saying, that taking care of family member never easy. The only thing I know about is that I never give up on my family. Now I have my mom, who is okay, just okay, not well, okay, because just today that I just got back from the doctor visit, eye doctor. So she just had her cataract removed and pterygium removed because she had the white growth, but she already lost the sight on the left side due to the cataract, prolonged cataract. Because my mom didn't like going to see doctors unless it's necessary, unless she's taken ill. So it's too late. So she lost the sight, and then they're trying to restore and do the surgery, remove the cataract on the right side now. Now they found something crazy. The eye doctor telling me that, oh, your mom has glaucoma. I said, oh, what? Why it never happened before? You guys been seeing her like every other weeks, and now you just tell me that she had glaucoma also. So explain to me what's gonna happen. So he said that she have to have eye drop put on the rest of her life, and this chance that she will go blind. So I'm like, holy shit. Just one thing after another. Like what? If it's my teeth, I'm done. But because my mom, I'm gonna let it sit for another minute or two. So to get the tenderness out of it, it tastes so good. I mean, it's not green bean pea. It's not green. It's not pea soup. It's not what you call it, ratatouille, whatever that is. This is Cambodian goat soup with the meatball. So our vegetable is still intact. It's still looking pretty. It didn't break up, okay, because I didn't stir it too much. I don't want it to like breaking my beautiful vegetables. Okay. So I guess however long that she decided to exist here, so that's however long I'll be here to look after her. Hopefully that she didn't lose both sight. Oh, that would be crazy, because that means that my life would be like dedicating to her service, and couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. I'll be 24/7 with her. So like I did to my dad. And it's all right, to take care of your parents, but when they're so critically ill and you cannot have a normal life, you can't work to earn a living, and they don't pay you enough to take care of them, and then you struggle, and then you have to pull family member to help with the expenses, so that I continue to provide the service for my dad. That's what happened. My kid pitch in and put the saving account for me, and whenever I need it, I will need the money, then it's there for me. So my kids are wonderful kids, I'm not alone doing this. I'm here moving my daughter, who is a grandchild to my mom, and she's insured. All my 6 children are wonderful kids, and the 2 oldest, the 3 oldest, the 4 oldest are doing well, so I can just move to any one of them. I just cook for a living, so I'll be good. So the soup is done. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want it to spoil my my beautiful vegetable. But let me dish it up for you. You like my bowl? These are my precious collectible item. These are pretty expensive. It's almost $300 per set. It had 8-count set. Okay, let's do that. I already have my bowl here, a small bowl. Okay, and the soup is done. And I have my embellishment. I don't have different color today, sadly, but we'll live through. Okay, it smells so awesome. The gingers and the garlic, you cannot miss in your cooking. You know, you gotta have it. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so here we go. The beef ball. You see how simple that was? You know, there was no hassling at all. I mean, it just 1, 2, 3, done. Oh, you gotta see this beautiful cut here. Look at that. Where am I? Ooh. I need a bigger bowl, but my mom, she doesn't eat too much, so I'll give her a small bowl. Okay, I think we're good. That's the only embellishment we have. Okay. Sad as is, but there's no red or green. I mean, just no red or purple, but just green and off green, which is fine. Let me bring out this piece here. It would be nice if I have cracked peppers on it. It's gonna look really, really nice. I run out, so I have to get some more. Okay. All right. Here we go. Absolutely delicious and so simple. And then for those who would like to have the recipe, I'll leave the recipe on YouTube channel, so just hop over and do me a great favor by subscribe and click like and send me a comment to let me know that you have followed me from TikTok, and I will leave this delicious recipe on the description portal. Okay, so that way you will have this recipe and just go through the videos and that we have today, and then there you go, this beautiful soup. It's not only simple, but it's delicious and healthy also. Okay, enjoy. I have to run momentarily, and look forward to see you again soon, and have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, morning, night, where we at. สวัสดี